Welcome back. So we've just gone through the centers. So you're starting to build a picture now of the overall energy of your design. So now we're going to look at something called circuitry, which is a really cool extra piece to look at to see how your energy works, especially if you're the type of person that works with other people or is a business owner. This is a great tool to understand how you can message, how your energy works, and what people are feeling from you or what they need from you. So this is called circuitry, okay? And it is a little bit further on in the human design process, but as I said, I'm really giving you the tools to look at your overall energy in your design rather than doing it the classic way or breaking down the gates. The gates do have information, but what I've noticed with clients is that when they start to break down each individual gate, they start to get really confused, and that causes paralysis analysis, where they get completely stuck and either completely leave the whole human design process, or they just keep going round and round and round and round in circles, and they get frustrated with themselves. So here's circuitry. It's pretty simple when you know what to look for. So I'm going to share with you a picture, and we're going to talk about the circuitry, and I'll show you how it looks in your chart, okay? So make sure you have your chart ready. So here is human design circuitry. There's 3 circuits. Now within these circuits, there's more circuits, but we're not going to go that deep today. So we have 3 circuits. We have the individual circuit, the collective circuit, and the tribal circuit. Sometimes you'll see the collective circuit is called the community circuit, and that gives us a hint to what that's about, okay? So it'll show you exactly, when you look at your chart, which channels are connected to which circuit. Now, it is possible that you're a mixture of all of these. It's a possibility that you do just have one or a mixture of 2. And we'll talk about that in a second, how to know which ones are most important to notice, okay? So you're going to take a look at your chart, and you're going to look at your channels. So the channels connecting each of the centers which you have on your chart, okay? And then you're going to look at this picture here, and you're going to see which circuit are my channels belonging to, okay? So let's have a quick look at mine, okay? My chart, because I have it open here. Bear with me now, and I will open up my chart. Okay, so here's my chart. I have 3 channels, okay? Now, there is one which is very important to me, and that's the one that's connecting to my authority. My authority is my emotional authority. So this channel is very important, the 1949, okay? So we have the 1949 now, we have the 5432 here, and then we have the 1858. Okay, so we've got these 3 channels defined. So look for those on your chart, the ones that you have connected here, okay? And it's going to be listed. If you have a chart like mine, it'll show it here. If not, don't worry, just look for that line that's running from a defined center to another defined center, okay? So taking a look at mine, we've got 1949, 3254, and the 1858. Then we're going to go back over into this, okay? And we're going to look at this. And when we look at this, we can start to see, for example, the 1858, here we go, we can see it here. It's part of the collective circuit, right? And then the 3254, we can see it's part of the tribal circuit. And then we can see the 1949 is also part of the tribal circuit. So no part of my energy in my design is individual. My energy is here to share with the collective and support tribal networks. Okay, that's why I'm here. Now, I'm predominantly tribal, which means that I am here to support. Okay, so let's look first of all. For example, your circuits are predominantly individual. If your circuits are predominantly individual, you really care about what is happening with you, your experiences, what you've learned from that. And through all of those processes and all of that learning, you're here to empower others. Okay, so you're here to empower the other from your learnings, from experiences that you've been through. Okay, and it's all about you. So what you experience is then empowering other people. Okay, which kind of throws out of the window when we talk about always talking about the other person, because individual circuitry lends itself to you talking about you, about your experiences in order to empower other people. Okay, so the word here for the individual circuit is empower. You're here to empower. The collective circuit or the community circuit is all about the collective, the community, right? You're here to share. That's the word of the collective circuit, to share. So you're here to share also things that you've learned, things that you see, things that you recognize out in the world, in the collective, things that you want to correct. The 1858 is part of this circuit, the channel of judgment, correction. So you're here to help the overall collective to learn and understand a better way of doing things. So you're here to share to everybody in order to up-level the collective. Okay? So the word there is share for the collective circuit. And the tribal circuitry, the word is support. So tribal circuitry very much is here to support their tribe. That means it's not necessarily about the broader perspective of everybody, like the collective. It's about people who they're connected to. And tribal circuitry can be very connected to material things. It's very much like a primal instinct of wanting to make sure people are taken care of. So, for example, think about a tribal circuitry person would be somebody, well, it's me. So I support my clients, for example, in order for them to feel empowered, in order for them to find themselves, in order for them to grow their business. And I'm the support behind that. Right. And if we think about tribal circuitry and jobs, for example, it would be somebody like a teacher or a counselor or a nurse, somebody like that who's really supporting people to get well or achieve more, etc. Okay, it can be connected, as I said, to material gain. So that could be like helping people to be more successful or growing their business. Okay, so collective circuitry is very much, if you think about an influencer, you know, they're sharing a lot of stuff. Or think about the people that you follow on Instagram who are very inspiring to you. They probably have collective circuitry, and the individual is really empowering others by what they do in their own life as well. So there's a little bit of that influencer energy there too, okay? So take a look at that, go back, pause on the pictures and look at your chart and start to see which of the circuits do you belong to, which are your predominant circuits, and what does that tell you about yourself in terms of your overall energy. I'll see you in the next one.